Chapter 11 Force and Pressure. In this session, we will cover the following topics. Types of force. Forces are divided into two types, contact force and non-contact force. Under contact force, we have muscular force and frictional force. Then non-contact force. In non-contact force, we will discuss magnetic force, gravitational force, and electrostatic force. In our last video, we have discussed about interaction between any two bodies. Whenever two bodies interact, each one of them applies force onto other. But how bodies interact? Interaction between the bodies can be basically of two types. One in which the bodies are in contact with each other, and the other in which they are not in contact with each other. The forces that result when the bodies are in contact with each other are called contact forces. And the forces that result between the bodies when the bodies are not in contact are called non-contact forces. First, we will discuss about contact force. Suppose you are thirsty and there is a glass full of water lying on the table. In order to drink water from this glass, you have to lift the glass towards your mouth. That is, you have to apply force on the glass. How are you applying this force? You are touching your glass with your hand and lifting it. Here, your hand is in contact with the glass. So, the force you are applying on the glass is a contact force. Here, the footballer applies the force on the ball by kicking it. When he applies force, his foot in contact with the ball. So, this force is a contact force. Other examples of contact force can be pushing the desk from one place to another place. Here, her hands are in contact with the desk. Similarly, pressing the keys on keyboard, moving a chess piece on chessboard are some of the other examples in which parts of our body are in contact with the objects and applied force on them. In all the examples, you will find that the forces is caused by the action of muscles in our body. The force resulting due to the action of muscles is known as muscular force. The muscles in our body expand and contract when we apply force on object. Animals also use muscular force to carry out a physical activities. A bullock cart is used to carry load from one place to another place. The bullock cart applies muscular force on the cart and moves it forward. So, muscular force is a contact force. Are there other types of contact forces? Let us find out. Let's recall some of our experiences. When we stop pedaling a bicycle, it gradually slows down and finally comes to a stop. When boat comes to rest, if we stop rowing it, In all these situations, no force appears to be acting on the objects. Yet their speed gradually decreases and they come to rest. What causes a change in their state of motion? Could some force can be acting on them? Can you guess the direction in which the force must be acting in each case? Yes, it is the frictional force. It is the force of friction between the surface of bicycle and the road, between the water and the boat, which brings in the state of rest. Thus, friction is the force which always acts on all the moving objects and its direction is always opposite to the direction of motion. Since the force of friction arises due to contact between surfaces, it is also an example of a contact force. Let us discuss about the non-contact force. Well, you all are familiar about magnet. What is a bar magnet? It is an artificial magnet with a cuboidal shape. Place an iron nail on a table and bring a bar magnet closer to it. Keep moving the magnet slowly, but make sure that it does not touch the nail. What do you notice? The nail takes a lift and sticks to the magnet. What do we infer? The magnet pulled the nail even though it was not in contact with the nail. You have learnt in class 6 that like poles of two magnets repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. That is, they push or pull each other. Do you have to bring the magnets in contact for observing the force between them? No. Over here, a magnet can exert a force on another magnet without being in contact with it. Thus, we can conclude that force exerted by a magnet on another magnet or magnetic substance like iron, nickel and cobalt is a magnetic force and it is a non-contact force. The leaves or fruits fall to the ground when they get detached from the plant. Why does it fall towards ground? This is because of force that the earth exerts on it in the downward direction. The earth always pulls the object towards it. This force that is exerted on an object is called the gravitational force. This force is attractive in nature. The force of gravity acts on all objects. When you open a tap, water begins to flow downwards. This is because of the gravitational pull by the earth on water. Now, the question is gravitational force a non-contact force? Yes, it is. We can clearly see from our examples, the contact is not required between the earth and the other objects to attract each other. We say that the gravitational force is a non-contact force. Take two balloons and suspended them means of thread. Hold the other balloon by a thread. Tie its end and brings it near to the other balloon which is suspended. What do you notice? Do you see any force between them? Nothing in particular. Now, rub the free balloon which is in your hand with dry hair for some time. After that, bring it near to the other balloon which is suspended. You see anything strange now? Yes. Both the balloons seems to be coming towards each other. We can say that they are attracting each other. Why is this happening now? It is happening because of force that acts between them. The force is attractive in nature. This attractive force was not present initially before rubbing. Something must be happened to this balloon after we rubbed it with the hair. And that something is what we call electrostatic charge. Here is one more experiment that you can perform at home. Rub your hair with plastic comb for some time and bring this near to the small pieces of paper. What do you see? The small pieces of paper get attracted to the comb. Why are they attracted to this comb? Can you tell me the reason for this? When you rub your hair with comb, it acquires some electrostatic charge and this is responsible for the electrostatic force of attraction between the small pieces of paper and the comb. The force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body is known as electrostatic force. This force comes into play even when the bodies are not in contact. The electrostatic force, therefore, is another example of a non-contact force. Now, let us recollect what we learned today. Forces are basically divided into two types, contact force and non-contact force. Contact force is the force that act on an object in contact with each other. Non-contact force is the force that act on an object not in contact with each other. Contact force are two types, muscular force and frictional force. There are three types of non-contact force: magnetic force, gravitational force, electrostatic force, and gravitational force.